doing dinner parties, when you're planning a dinner party menu, where do you like to start?
I like to start with, first of all, the kitchen. So somebody calls me and says, like not long ago, somebody called me and said that it was a special event for family reunion. They wanted a dinner party for 12 in their home. So the first thing I do is say, right, when can I come and see you? Because before I put any pen to paper, I want to see the kitchen, and then I'll build the menu around that kitchen. Because I've been to houses in Europe where they've had really old stoves that are fired by coal. I mean, farmhouse kitchens and so on. And I've made the mistake of not going and just arriving to be told that, you know, if you use a pan there, then this one over here is not going to work. And this oven will only work for half an hour on hot. And then, you know, all these sort of things. So I find out exactly what is there. Then normal practice is for me to talk to people about, you know, likes and dislikes. And once I've got the dislikes, which is the main thing, then they just leave it to me, and I will write 2 or 3 menus that I think are balanced and seasonal vegetables, because I make everything, so you know, I don't go and buy desserts or everything is made. And then I'll send a sample of maybe 3 menus, and then they'll email me back and say, we really like menu 1, but could we have dessert off menu 3 instead? And then once that's done, people just forget about the whole event, because if they want to have a young lady that works with me, and she'll help lay the table, she serves the food, and then she helps to clean up. So everything is in the kitchen is washed, clean, dried, put away, and we just disappear. So people often call me the next day and say, the kitchen was cleaner in the morning than when we left it with you, you know. So, you know, it's a nice little service.
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. And are there certain themes that you like? Like you do French style, Spanish?
Yeah, I suppose because I'm classically French trained, but I love Italian food. When I say to people I like Italian food, the immediate reaction, oh, you like pasta? Yeah, I like pasta, but I'd never order pasta in a restaurant because it's something so easy to do at home. I like what I call the other side of Italian food, the meat, the fish dishes and so on that you find in sort of the backwoods of Italy. That's the sort of Italian food I like. And I've worked with a lot of Italians and they've taught me lots of different dishes. But usually in the menus that I do, I did a party for, it was 21 people on Monday evening, and it was in LaGrange, and afterwards they called me out to introduce myself, you know, I just said, you know, obviously I'm not from this part of the woods, and they said, we can tell on the food. So most of my thing is European fine dining, and I think because it's quite unique, there's not many restaurants or other people that cook in that sort of style of food, so they get something fairly unique that they might have to go to New York for, you know, maybe a good restaurant in Vegas or something, so they're getting something special in their own home. And often the business will call me and say, you know, I've got some guests coming in from overseas, we're going to talk some real heavy business, and I don't really want to be in a restaurant where people can hear, even the waiter can hear what's happening, so they'd rather have it at their home, but they want to impress the guests, so I'll go and cook the meal, and then they know my ears are shut anyway, so so yeah, there's lots of different aspects to things like that.